So I've been trading for about 1,444 days to be exact, but around 4 years. And I'm just going to cover in this video all the things you can expect to learn, all the advice that I would give to you if you're brand new to this, how to become profitable much faster, and how you can actually succeed in this game if you're brand new. Because as they say 95% of traders fail. So if you want to be in that 5%, this is exactly how you can get into that 5% and stay in that 5% and consistently withdraw money from the markets in the coming years. So I just want to preface this by saying that I'm not consistently profitable yet, but I am break even, or over the past month or two I've been seeing consistent profits. So this might be the beginning of my breakthrough, but I think over 4 years worth of experience, I can definitely give you guys some advice on how to succeed in this game, and all the things that you should do that I didn't do for a long time that would have saved me a lot of time. So number one would be actually to get a mentor, because a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. If you want to shortcut your journey, rather than trialing and error a bunch of strategies out there, just find a couple of people you like from YouTube or X, and follow them for a while, join their telegrams, engage in their community, figure out if they're actually legit, and then invest in yourself and join their mentorship and commit to learning their edge that they've proven and that they have results for, whether that be other students or can prove that they're consistently profitable, and just learn from them, because there's no better way to learn than from someone with experience. You're going to get all of the core information you need, the strategy, you're going to learn how to implement it, and they're going to teach you everything they did that got them there as well. And that's exactly what you need. You actually do need someone to hold your hand on this journey. Unless you want to say that you can do it, that you did it on your own, which, like me, I'm a bit stubborn. I wanted to say that I did it on my own. But you'll never do it on your own because you're learning from people all the time. But if you don't want to have a mentor, say that you had a mentor, then okay, it is what it is. Expect to be committed to this game a lot longer. But for those of you that just want to get ahead quickly, then I'd suggest you get a mentor and you study under them and you learn from them and you take all their advice and you ignore the noise of everything else that's going on, and you really just work on the edge that they've given you until you succeed with it. But yeah, as I said before, make sure that they actually are credible. You don't want to be following some bullshit, because people could just be feeding you shit. So find some people you like and make that investment in yourself. There is no better investment than making an investment in yourself, whether that be courses, books, or whatever. For number two, I would say that you need to practice like you're an athlete, right? Practice every day like an athlete practices every day. That means that you turn up, you study the information that's been given to you, you go into your charts and you backtest, you look through the data and you really start to understand it and ingrain it in your own mind. Backtest it using something like FX Replay. And athletes, they train more than they play. They train every day, and they play once a week or twice a week, but they train every day. You can't expect to get better by trying to trade live markets, which is another thing that we'll get into, because I think it is very important to trade live markets. But you want to get your reps in. You want to get your reps in. You have to get your reps in to build that intuition and to build that experience and to just get better, really. So that's point number two, is turn up, practice every single day, study, backtest, review old trades, track old trades, journal old trades, winners and losers, because you want to learn from both of them. You want to learn what went well in your winners, what went wrong in your losers, and replicate what went well and start to cut out what went wrong. So point number two is practice every single day like an athlete, turn up, backtest, etc., and just do the work that most people don't want to do. And I'll be honest, I didn't really want to do that at the beginning. And I had someone tell me that they were profitable and they didn't do that. And I think that that sent me down the wrong path. I think I could have got more reps in had I been practicing like back testing or whatever sooner. But I will argue that I got all of my experience is pretty much live experience, and nothing beats live experience as well. So that's going to be point number 3. You have to get live experience as well. So you practicing every day is one thing, but you once you're in the markets live, there's a whole nother ball game. Your emotions become way more apparent, fear and greed, and that's something that you, if you've only been backtesting, is going to really, really make a difference that you might not have noticed before. Backtesting is easy. There's no real consequences to your actions, but in live trading, you know, a loss is a lot more painful, and a win is, you know, you can become a lot more euphoric. So you want to practice, you want to turn up every day, you want to live trade, you want to practice, whether that's with just a demo account or I'd even suggest just doing like a funded account, because then you actually learn to deal with the emotions of a real account rather than just knowing that there's no consequences to making stupid decisions. And with that, you want to journal every single trade. So track all of the details of every trade, why you took the trade, what happened that went well, what went wrong, so you can review those, especially when you've made mistakes, because you're going to learn your strategy, but you also need to learn how you handle certain things in the market. Like if you keep taking a loss, but you don't know why you keep taking this loss, it's useless. You're taking a loss for no reason. You're not making any progress from that loss. But if you journal that loss and you study that loss, what went wrong, then you can avoid it in the future, and you can really refine your process. The only way to avoid mistakes is by being able to identify them and then not make them again, obviously. So you have to be journaling. If you haven't journaled trades or tracked trades, then consider that you've made no progress so far, because you really haven't. Yes, you will have got some experience, but you're still in your infant stages of trading. If you don't understand yourself, how you react to certain conditions, if you can control your emotions, or why certain things cause you to make certain mistakes. Like if I'm tired or if I've just had food, I will not trade, because I've learned from my mistakes that stuff causes me brain fog and causes me to make the wrong decisions on the charts. But I only identified that through journaling and realizing that, oh, these are the same mistakes I keep making. I'm trading when I'm tired, and it's causing me to make stupid decisions and forget about the process and thinking too much about profits. And it's also allowed me to create a set of rules, which are right here. I've got 3 sheets of paper with rules to the left of me that are basically mistakes that I've done, that the rules are basically in place to stop me from making those again, or it's advice that really I know when I hear it improves my trading. And I only learned this stuff from journaling and reviewing my journal and studying trades. So you have to get that live experience, because it's a whole different ball game, but you also must practice every day like an athlete does. And then there's 2 more points that I would make. One is you want to cut out the noise, because there's so much going on in terms of like technical analysis on like X or whatever. People are always posting different forms of trades, etc. And you're going to feel FOMO. You're going to feel like, yo, I want to be able to trade like that. I want to be able to trade like this. And it's going to take away from whatever you're studying. You really need to hone in on one particular thing and really master that. In order to be a successful trader, you must master a few concepts, not loads. You only need to know maybe 3 concepts, and that could be enough for you to have an edge over the markets. And by being influenced by all this noise, it's going to really delay your journey. You're going to get taken off on tangents, looking at other strategies and looking at other traders out there and educators, and you're going to feel FOMO from certain moves. You're going to make mistakes because you want to get into moves that other people are posting on X. So point number 4 is to just cut out the noise. Follow max, 5 people, and make sure that all of their trading is aligned. They're all the same concepts, because then you can get a feel for how different people kind of read the same concepts, which is a good thing. But you don't want to be overwhelmed by loads of different trading styles. For example, if you follow ICT, then you would want to study maybe the turtle soup and market maker models, and institutional order flow. And that's probably about it. Like you don't really need to know much more than that. That's enough to build a profitable model. You need to be able to understand the higher time frame, the middle time frames, and the lower time frame. So really, the higher time frame is for your draw on liquidity. The intermediate time frame is for how price is moving where, and the lower time frames are basically for just getting an entry that you don't really need to deep too much. So those are really the three things that you need. So don't overcomplicate your trading. Don't allow the noise to influence your trading. Only follow a couple of people out there. And that would just basically save you from getting distracted and focus on the essential things that you need to focus on. And last but not least is submit to time. Stop thinking about when you're going to make a payout. Stop thinking about when you're going to make money from trading. Just focus on turning up every single day, turning up and trying to improve every single day. And eventually you will start to be a consistent trader. But you don't go to uni and think every day, oh, when am I going to get paid for being a doctor? When am I going to get paid for being a doctor? And not actually putting any work to improve. You study every day for 5, 6, 7 years. And then eventually you reap the rewards of the seeds that you've sown. Whereas if you spend 7 years thinking to yourself every day, well, when am I going to make money? When am I going to make money? And you never try and improve, and you just make the same mistakes over and over again, you're never going to succeed. So submit to time, submit to mastering the skill. I've been trading for nearly 4 years now, and only now am I starting to really understand a lot about myself, my trading, and recently, as of the past year, I've just decided, it's not about the money, it's about mastering the skill. And as soon as you forget about the money or just stop placing importance on it, that also frees up a lot of mental capacity, because you're not feeling fear and greed. You're just thinking about, am I doing the correct thing? Am I turning up every day? Am I not making mistakes? Is this the best trade I can take? And once you take the emphasis off the money, then it allows you to perform a lot better as well. So submit to time, focus on the process of becoming a great trader, not the profits or the outcome of all the work you're putting in. And just do that. Submit to time. I'm 4 years deep, and if you're not willing to submit at least a year or two of your life to this, then don't expect to succeed, because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take you at least a year, and some people, it might take 3, 4, 5 years of trading. So make sure that your why is powerful enough as well. Why you need to succeed, and why you are willing to continue to turn up every day. You need a strong why to keep going, otherwise you'll give up. But yeah, that's my advice over 4 years worth of trading. Hopefully you can take some wisdom from that, because I think there's a lot of gems in there that will save you a lot of time. And obviously, if you appreciated the video, you appreciated the advice, hit the subscribe button. We only want real ones around here, real serious people that are competent and they actually want to become successful traders. We don't want anybody that thinks it's a get rich quick scheme around here. So if you're one of the people I mentioned, hit the subscribe button, join the Telegram, which is in the description, and also follow me over on X as well. And as always, guys, I appreciate you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.